Today I have a set of TikTok videos that will make you cringe. So if you're ready, let's check these out.
You have to hear this. Imaginary friends might not be so imaginary. A 15-year-old girl named Madison said that when she was 3, she had an imaginary friend named Kellum. Her mom, Kelly, didn't think much of it, but gradually Kellum started to feel less and less imaginary. Madison said that Kellum was a tall man in his 40s who was always wearing work clothes. One day, Kelly caught Madison singing a song called Daisy Bell, a song that she had no way of learning otherwise. And when she asked her where she had learned the song, Madison said that Kellum had taught it to her. Kelly still wasn't spooked though, but things started to get creepier and creepier. Madison said that at first her imaginary friend Kellum was very nice, but as time passed, he wasn't so nice anymore. She said that he would start to yell at her, tap on her windows, and keep her up all night. He would always want to talk and play and would just never let her go to sleep. She became very afraid of Kellum, and she told her mom that his face just doesn't look the same anymore. She said that he started to look sick and his face became skinnier and his eyes became sunken in. All of this was very scary to her, but then one night, things escalated to a whole new level. Madison said that one night, Kellum was being very aggressive, and he walked up to her and grabbed her by the wrist. She screamed for her mom, and Kelly came and picked up her daughter. The windows in Madison's room were blowing like there was a big gust of wind, but to her surprise, the windows were actually closed. Kelly eventually contacted her father, who was a pastor in a Pentecostal church. He anointed the house with crosses of oil, and Kellum never came back. But that's not all. Later on, Kelly did a property search and found out that the house adjacent to theirs was bought in 1941 by a man named Callum Beasley.
Sounds to me like the little girl was suffering from demon face syndrome, but in all seriousness, like, that sounds terrible. Like, I never had an imaginary friends when I was growing up. Let me know if any of you had imaginary friends growing up.
If you look at Google's sky and look down on Antarctica, you'll find bases from every major country in the world there. And you'll also find the Rockefeller Foundation base as well. There's an opening next to these research facilities. And this is why I believe they made this treaty, sharing of information treaty or whatever. You can see it on the Google Sky thing. And when you look at it, like, what's in there? Now, why are they over here? And why are they so close to this gigantic opening? What's in there? The answer is whatever Admiral Byrd came across or whatever they're coming across, I think it's linked. I think there's a remnant of an ancient civilization in there that possibly is still there, and they're in communication with them, in my opinion. We know that Antarctica was not a frozen tundra. Mainstream science says 12 million years to build up all this ice. No, that's not accurate. That landmass was on a plate that slipped. There was something called a pole shift of the crust of the Earth, which shifted it from a more habitable climate into the position it is now. As the ice is melting, they're finding remnants of an ancient civilization.
People believe in Pangea, that the continents shifted from one big landmass into what they are today. Then what he's saying makes sense. It could be that whatever position Antarctica was in previously might have shifted to where it is now, therefore rapidly freezing and not taking thousands of years to freeze like they're claiming. And it is also a possibility that there might be some places that are still being found, and that could be the reason why all these nations don't want the public to go there.
The Book of Enoch revealed some troubling secrets about exactly who will go to hell. 2 Enoch even tells us exactly what hell looks like. Enoch was taken to each dimension of heaven, and there are a total of 10 levels to heaven, but we'll only be speaking about the first 3 for this video. The first heaven is located directly above the firmament, the second being a prison for the angels, and the third heaven is a paradise for the righteous. However, there is a much darker side to this heaven as well, for the unrighteous. Located in the northern region of this heaven, Enoch seen all kinds of torment. In Enoch's own words, there is no light there, and a black fire blazes up perpetually, with a river of fire that comes out over the whole place, fire here, freezing ice there, and it dries up and it freezes. Also, there are evil angels in this place tormenting humans. The angels that took Enoch through these levels of heaven told Enoch who these people who will go to hell are. They told him, "This place, Enoch, has been prepared for those who do not glorify God, who practice on the earth the sin, which is against nature, of witchcraft, enchantments, divinations, trafficking with demons, who boast about their evil deeds, stealing, lying, insulting, coveting, resentment, fornication, unaliving people, and who steal the souls of men secretly, seizing the poor by the throat, taking away their possessions, enriching themselves from the possessions of others, defrauding them, who, when they are able to provide sustenance, bring about the death of the hungry by starvation, and, when they are able to provide clothing, take away the last garment of the naked, who do not acknowledge their Creator, but bow down to idols which have no souls, which can neither see nor hear, vain gods, constructing images, and bowing down to vile things made by hands. For all these, this place has been prepared as an eternal reward.
It sounds to me like they're talking about our government. Basically, exactly what's happening right now. The rich are getting richer, taking away from the poor, taxing everybody till they have no money to support themselves.
The U.S. government just released, apparently by accident, the Project Aqua stuff. Did you see this?
No.
This is crazy. It's Kona Blue. Homeland Security just released this. Deaths and injuries as a result of interaction with advanced aerospace vehicles. So they're admitting that people are dying as a result of contact with or being in the proximity of these vehicles. Families can't get compensated for the deaths or injuries to loved ones.
Because it's all under wraps, top secret.
That's just a fact, okay, that is happening. When there are measurable physical effects of a phenomenon, we can say conclusively the phenomenon is real.
Right.
So I got this from someone in the U.S. government. He sent me this. The above is 100% legit. I was read into this program but told never to tell anyone. It's now been released. As you can see, it began as a result of my old program, AATIP. I signed a document saying I would never talk about Kona Blue and similar efforts. I can't believe that AARO would have released it. There's enough going on in the skies, but not just the skies, underwater, that the U.S. military has been forced to respond to it.
I understand people getting deleted by interacting with UFOs. Think about it. If you see a car moving and coming at you and you do not move out the way, what do you think is going to happen? Same thing with a UFO. If you see a UFO coming towards you and you do not move, you're going to get deleted. Think about the crop circles. There has to be some type of force emanating from these objects for them to be able to create those crop circle figures. So, I mean, it could be magnetism, it could be radiation. Either way, you just need to move out the way. You want to film it a few steps back. Get out the way.
Just realized about all the legislation that's being passed. Literally all of it is to stop a revolution. We got the 702 bill, which allows them to go through our text messages and make sure we're not colluding with foreign adversaries, but they're also looking for words like revolution. We have the bill that stops us if there's more than 1 million people talking about one topic or assembling. It's illegal, which isn't even the right term because they're passing statutes and regulations. They're not passing laws. Banning TikTok because TikTok is our only access to uncensored information. We get to see people on the fucking ground where the shit is happening, telling us what's actually happening. So the story that they spinning doesn't work anymore. Nobody's going to the news outlets. Nobody's looking at the newspaper because we all see that it's propaganda now. So do you know what that tells me? That either we're about to find out something that they have been doing that directly affects us, which is literally every fucking thing that they've been doing, or they're about to do something so drastic that it's going to cause for us to uprise. Now, it could have something to do with that guy burning himself alive in front of the Trump trial in New York. He was basically saying they're running a Ponzi scheme, allegedly using Bitcoin. So you're putting your money into Bitcoin. They're going on the back end and taking your money out. So eventually Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, is going to crash because there's no money in there. Now, that doesn't surprise me because they are doing the same thing with our retirement plans, with our 401ks, and the trust funds that half of us don't know that we got. The CS, the KV trust. So that would be on brand. And again, all of this is allegedly. Besides the fact that it's a fucking stick up and half of us ain't even paying attention, what else do you think that they could be doing that would cause us to stand up? Because they're worried about 1 million of us standing up. What could they possibly be doing? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
To me, if everything feels like we're getting to a point of no return with everything that is happening, government, like conspiracies, supernatural stuff, like everything just feels like everything is coming together. And like we're getting to a particular point in time where they just don't give a damn and they just gonna go and do what they want to do. Like that whole TikTok stuff, like they're trying to, well, they're not trying, they're going to now. They're going to remove TikToks from the United States. They don't want TikTok, anybody looking of TikTok in the United States. Why? Probably because of the same thing she said. It's because people don't give a damn about the mainstream media anymore. They know, we all know it's a lie. We know that they lie. They have their agenda. They're being controlled by the government. And like, people get their news from other people now. And they use like methods of communication like TikTok now to put out quick videos that you can watch what's actually happening. So they need to have a way to control the narrative. And they can't do that with TikTok because it's not US based. It's not owned by a US company. It's owned by China. So they want something where they're able to go and issue a court order and be able to remove whatever videos are posted that they don't cater to their agenda. At least that's my thinking. This is all for entertainment purposes only. But you let me know down in the comments below what you guys think. That is it for today, guys. Thank you for staying till the end. Please subscribe if you haven't. Hit the like button so that other people can see this video. Hit the notification bell so that you guys can get notified when my next video comes out. I upload at least 3 times a week. Please share your comments. Let me know what type of videos you would like to see next, and see you next time.